What's up guys, I'm Paws Build, and today we're going to be building a brand new zoo in Planet Zoo, and it's going to be a bit of a Halloween zoo. So we're going to be using the Twilight DLC, which is just released, and we're going to be doing an episode every day on the lead up to Halloween. I've chosen like the path we're using because I think that this looks like little mushrooms, and maybe this is just my brain, but I think it's like little spooky mushrooms, like a little witch's swamp or something. We do have money, but we are actually in Sandbox mode, so I've enabled all the research and everything, so we don't have to research everything. But if you want to look up how to research in Planet Zoo, then I've got 2 other series on the channel where we do just that. The only thing that will be limiting on us on that, though, is that we'll have no money at the start. So we've only got 40,000, which I think is what you start on in a normal franchise zoo. I'm just going to build out here with the staff path, because although we have all the scenery, we can't really use it yet. All of them are very expensive, and we are going to be adding these to the zoo, but for now we need to just click blueprints, turn the blueprints off, and use the basic ones while we get our zoo set up. So we're going to need an animal trade center, because this lets you buy new animals and ship them into your zoo. We're going to need a small keeper hut. We're going to need a quarantine to store new animals when we get them in the zoo. And we're not going to need a research center, because as I said, we're not doing research, but normally you would need this. Then we're going to get a small staff room and a vet surgery. We don't need the workshop, because again, this is what the mechanics use to research everything. Now we need to get ourselves some animals. So the first animal we're going to do today, as you may have seen by the thumbnail, is going to be the red fox. We're going to adopt Jody and Fraser. And we're obviously going to have to rename them to have some kind of... Ooh, we have no vets. That's okay. Don't worry. We have to rename them to have some kind of Halloween theme. I'm also going to leave it on so our zoo is open 24 hours a day, because a lot of these animals are going to be seen at night. In fact, I think all of them, as the basis of the pack, are seen at night. So we need to make sure that it's open at night. I'm going to click on both of them and send to zoo and send them so they're in our quarantine. Now, no one's going to be able to do that until we hire some staff. So we're going to get some staff. We're going to need a keeper. Ooh, we're going to need a caretaker. Yeah. We're going to need a mechanic. I'm not going to repeat all of the sounds they make. And we're going to need a vet. And we're going to just rename them now. There we go. So they've all got pretty zany names. I'd be pretty annoyed if I went to work at a zoo and they decided to rename me, but hey. They chose the job. So you can see our animals, they've put them into quarantine. So they're just gonna check that they're okay, although the vet's not really doing a great job of that right now. I'm also gonna create a work zone for them. So when you have staff, you need to create a work zone. I'm gonna just drag all of these buildings and the entrance and just call it zoo. Because this zoo is so small, we can just group everything into one group and then just assign everyone to it. But we have the option that we can make new ones if we want and just have them access specific buildings. The main thing you want to make sure you look at is that you include the staff room in everything, because otherwise, if they don't have a staff room, they're going to get really annoyed. Right, let's get started on our zoo. And I want to create like a little pumpkin patch fox habitat. Oh no, it's already going wrong. Our fox is sick. They're going to be okay. Oh, look, poor Jody. She's very, very sleepy right now. She'll be okay though. We need to check whether the red fox can have guests enter the habitat, but I assume they can't, because that would be concerning. Guests can't enter the habitat and they're shy as well. So that's actually really important. We need to know that they're shy, so we can't build it so that there's loads of viewing into the habitat. They need to be areas where they can hide from guests if they're too scared. The other thing you want to look at is on natural habitat is their land requirements. They don't need a lot of land. They need grade 2 fence, and it needs to be higher than 3 meters. Okay, so they can jump. You just use wood logs. They look quite nice. We're going to need a wooden habitat gate. I'm going to connect this up first, and we're going to just have that go there. And then we're going to have wooden. It's already defaulted to wooden barriers. I'm going to make them 8 meters long. Have them angle snap so it goes in a straight line. It's definitely big enough for the foxes. And if we raise the terrain up, and then just edit barrier and drag this arrow along here so that these 3, we're going to put glass in. So now guests can see in, but they can only see in here. We're also going to do it over here. They pass quarantine. Let's select both of them and move them into the habitat. We're going to get our first animals already. This is so exciting. At the minute, they're the most appealing animal. And can you see them? No, you can't. We do need to charge some money. So let's charge 3 and... well, 3 might be... Let's charge 4. $4 entry and 2 for children. And see what guests think. Entry's free. Yeah, not for long, my friend. Not for long. Oh, there they are. This is a little zombie. Look how cute she is. She's loving it. These are adorable. I do love these. Look at them. One thing we need to do is add it to our work zone. So now our vet and our mechanic and our keeper can all access it. So the keeper's going to feed them and stuff. The vet's going to check they're okay. And the caretaker and the mechanic is going to check that these barriers are healthy. I'm going to quickly go on heat map and click on habitat. That's good. That means that they can access the whole area of the habitat and they can't jump out anywhere. Oh, they need a lot less long grass, a lot more soil and a little bit more rock. Okay, so we can do that. Ah, they seem happy with that. Okay, so now all of these are in the green. We're all good. They need hard shelter. Maybe something like that's good, just to have a very basic little log shelter at the back. They can probably jump on top of it, actually, if we click on them. Yeah, they can. They could get on top of here, but that's quite cute as well. If they want to do that, they can do that. We need to put some bedding in. It's definitely good enough for both of them. And other things they're going to need. They're going to need some fresh water and food. I'm going to pause again. We need to make sure we have water treatment going for this place. So I'm going to put this again over here with the other staff facilities. We may have to move it in a bit, so it isn't permanent, but I'm going to sink the terrain down over here and create a little pool. We need to get their plants sorted. So if we go on Temperate, let's go Europe because that's where we are. We could just get a few things in here to make it look a little bit nicer. We may have to start with our pumpkin patch and then work from there. Okay, I think that's a little patch going, isn't it? I'm wondering if we can get some, like, a little fence in here around it. Okay, so we built a little outside to it. This looks so cool. Let's see if we can see what it looks like when it's at nighttime as well. Ooh, that looks cool. I like that. So we've got a little pumpkin patch going. We need to actually make sure that our foxes are happy too, because I forgot that that's actually the primary concern of a zoo is the welfare of the animals. So they need more plants in here. This is very boring for them. Let's get Europe plants. This is a big creepy tree. There we are. Right. That one's in. Look at that. We've got a little broken tree. How do they feel about the trees? Let's play and find out. They feel good about them. They like all of them. They don't have any enrichment. Oh, we need to rename them as well. This is Zombie. Oh, look at him. Pumpkin. Look at Pumpkin. Sat on the roof like, what a little rascal. Right, they're going to need feeding as well. So let's get our habitat enrichment items. I'm going to make it slightly earlier in the day. We may have to have another one a bit at the end where we go through and have a look at them at night. We're going to put the bamboo feeder in because that's good enrichment for them. And then we're also going to have a skittle feeder and a dog ball. Let's put that over here. And then we can go on toys. And I think we've got to have a blood scent marker. I'm just going to put this back here because it looks a little bit odd, but it is very Halloween-y. So it should probably be near the mist. You can have a sprinkler for them. That should probably be near the water. A tennis ball is very cheap. Very cheap entertainment for them. Small bubble machine. Yes. Okay, there's going to be a little water sports area for them over here. I'm going to put that in. They don't need a colorful ball if they got that. They need to have a pumpkin ball. That's not even up for discussion. There it is. It's there. And maybe a rubber duck might somewhat detract from the Halloween theme, but we can put a block of ice in back there as well. I think that's probably enough for them, to be honest. There's a lot of stuff in there. The guests are having the time of their lives right now. They are happy with everything. So you can see they're happy on all fronts. Nutrition could be a bit better. We can adjust that in our zoo section in 1 second. But for now, let's get some donation bins. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to put them over here as well. 1, 2, 3 donation bins. Oh, I really should have colored them first. So we're going to have them be orange and... well, maybe it should just be orange. Different shades of orange. Orange and red. Try and work out what looks okay. Orange and brown. That's what we're going with. I don't really like having this one right there, but it's okay. Because you want to walk in. It's a small zoo. You're going to walk in and you're going to immediately see pumpkins. That's the plan. We can have something slightly more spacious over here. Maybe a little water area or something. A bit more scenic. But for now, this is okay. And we've got a little pumpkin patch going, which I'm a big fan of. Is there anything else we can put in here? Maybe we should... Oh, I know exactly what we should have. We need to have our... Let's take off mist. Let's put the theme on, Twilight. We need to have our fox. So the story is that this fox owns the pumpkin field, and they're a scary fox that eats lots of chickens for lunch. So you can be like, oh, can you see the fox? And the kids are like, I can see the fox. It's like, yeah, everyone can see the fox. Come on. But the point is that you got a little fox for them, and then the adults can actually enjoy seeing the fox for real. We should also have some education for children around here, and I think this is a great time for paw print. I'm gonna rack a little paw right there. Oh, let's see if they're raking in money. Yes. See, our zoo's already making money. We're all good. Let's see what the guests think of the ticket price as well. They think it's good. Oh, there we go. 5. It's going up. You never tell anyone that the price is good on something, or they'll immediately push it up. Look at them. Look at them playing with the bubbles. How cute is that? It's nighttime. Oh, look at them. They're so adorable. Oh, I think we might need some more lights as well. Bearing in mind, this is a Halloween zoo. We should probably have it on nighttime a lot of the time. So I think we should probably get something like this going. Let's see if we can copy these 3. That's pretty cute. Now I'm going to change it back to a little bit earlier so we can see. I feel like I should probably do bright screen warnings every time. Every time we switch back. Oh, they come over here now as well. Oh, they think they're overpriced. Okay, let's rein it in. Can we do 250? Nope, let's do 2 then. To be fair, there are literally 2 foxes in our zoo. That's it. It's not the best. We also do need to get some facilities in, but my plan is to make 2 habitats first, and then we can worry about getting some money in with like a food court or something. Hopefully we can do an animal talk point at some point too. Trying to think what we need. We need more education. Oh, look at the pumpkin ball. They've been playing with it. This is adorable. Oh, are they okay? Our vet's just checking up on everyone, checking they're okay. The good thing is, I think we're making money. We are making money. That's such a good sign. That means we've not completely failed, which I always strive to do. If I ever strive to do anything, it's to not completely fail at everything. That's just like, that's my motto. That's how I live. I think, oh, we could get some conservation boards in as well. I think we should do a couple of conservation boards here because, oh, not like that though. That's a bit weird because these are also really important and I always forget about these. So let's go for something like poaching. And let's do another one here. That's talking about something else really, you know, uplifting, like species reintroduction. That's probably cuter. Yeah, we'll go with those two. We could also change the color of these, I think. We can at the bottom, color editor. Can we make them? Right, you're going to be orange. I swear one of them just said pumpkin as well. I might be going crazy at this point, but I swear they said pumpkin. Oh, this is adorable as well. Maybe we need to whack this in to say that food's going to be this way. That was so much money, I bet. That was... Oh, it wasn't that much. That wasn't that much. Okay, we need to put a sign in now. What we're going to do is we're going to put the food symbols on here and we can say food that way. Well, that was a weird sound. It was a weird sound. I was slightly prepped by What Does the Fox Say? I mean, that song really did kind of shed a lot of light on the troubles of the fox. But I'm not 100% comfortable with what just happened. There, she's pregnant though. Zombie. She's pregnant. She's gonna have a little zombo coming out. Oh, well, she's got something else coming out of her now. Don't have that come out of you. Not while we're talking about you. She's got a little baby come on the way. How cool is that? It's a very cute little habitat we've got shaping up here. So we could put in a couple of bits to make it a little nicer. But maybe just some ferns. Very cute. I don't actually think we need topiary in there. I think I'm getting carried away with myself there. We've got our little sign in there. We put this at night time. Got our little spooky sign, which probably needs a little light with it. So let's get that first. Ooh, we've got these beacons. Oh, I'll tell you what, we're gonna have a beacon here. And then everyone's going to be like, oh, the beacon. And it's the sign telling you to go. And look, there's a little fox there as well. So cute. We're going to have a little sign saying there. And the food is going to be straight ahead. So we're going to carry on this path down here. That's where food is. That's the land of food. Oh my goodness. Zombie's about to have her baby. Zombie's about to have her baby. This is the biggest news of our zoo so far. We're going to have a third animal. This is the worst zoo ever. She's offspring imminent. Oh my goodness, she's had her baby somewhere. Where has it gone? We have a little baby. We have 2 babies. Oh my goodness. It's 3. What is happening? How many did you have? Look at all these little foxes running around. Look at the little family. Oh my goodness, they're so cute. Look at them go. Oh, this is adorable, guys. Oh, Pumpkin's just done a little poop. As you can see in the last episode, we put in our red foxes, and look how adorable they are. And they had babies. Look at them. Look at the little flowers. They're just following their parents around everywhere. So lots of adorable stuff that's happened there. I think actually we should probably name the little scamps. We've got Zombie and Pumpkin. Then we need to have Sprout, Mandrake. So there's going to be Root. Thinking of like pumpkin / witchy kind of names. This is just going to be straight up potion. They're all settled in there, and it's time for us to build our next habitat. And let's build off with our log path. I think how far we want to go. I'm going to try and divide out a little staff area here. So I'm going to come down here a little bit and then come right along. And we're going to create a witch's swamp. I think that's probably good enough to get us started. And the plan for today is to put the striped skunk in. Look at them. They look adorable. So they only need 180 meters. So they only need a small habitat, and they only need grade 1, and it has to be higher than 1.25 meters. We may be able to get away with a small wooden habitat gate. I'm not 100% sure, but let's find out. we can make these glass still. Most people are going to be able to see over them, but if we have any like little kiddies in here that want to see, we can put a little bit of glass in so they can see there. And then here as well, we should probably check whether they're particularly shy. They are shy. Okay. And guests can't enter the habitat. Well, we assumed that, didn't we? So let's just, again, I'm going to put in like a little, they can view around here, and then we're going to have like a little bit of a hill going. Now, we need to get ourselves some striped skunks, so let's go buy them. This one's okay apart from the size, so we'll go for this one and this one. So let's get both of these into quarantine, which is all the way over here. Oh no, there's been a vandalism. We crashed our mechanic. And we can also just, in the meantime, to improve everyone's speed, just connect this up so that they can just go, they don't have to go back and then go around, they can just go through here and get to that side as well. I also saw I realized even that we have no bins at all. So I want to put some Twilight bins in, and we've got some Witch's Cauldrons, or some Witch's Cauldrons that like emit like that, whatever that is, some green fog. So I'm going to go with these. Speaking of glowing in the dark, we need to turn this into a little swamp area. So my plan for this is to filter theme on Twilight and use these mushrooms. I love these mushrooms. They're so cool. So I'm going to whack a few of these. Can we change the color of them? We can. Oh, this is gonna take some time. Ooh, they're past quarantine. Have they? Oh, they're at the bottom. I just can't scroll down apparently. So I'm just going to move them in here and we'll see if they're happy. And in the meantime, before they get in there, I'm going to do a little bit of mushrooming, you might say. And add some mushrooms in and then recolor them and see what we can come up with. Okay, I think I've done quite a few mushrooms now. We've got a little bit of like a mushroom forest going. I'm also going to just push this back to make this kind of, push some of the ground down to make like a kind of swampy area. I'm going to make the watercolor. Ooh, toxic. Let's go toxic. Yes, this is going to be good. So if we make all of this water toxic, and I think we might have to have the water down here. So we're going to need another water pump. So I'm going to just put a little bit of water in here, which again is going to be toxic color. And we are going to need some power over here. And I think we should go with solar again. We can hide it with a little like witch's shack or something. Apparently that's still getting everything. But I think it needs to be more like, oh, it's going to be in the water, isn't it? I think it needs to be more like here. Apparently everything is then powered. So I'm just going to go into construction, see what pieces we have. Can we make like a little witch's thing, a little witch's hut around the solar panels? Okay, I think that's varied up enough. Let's just have it so it looks slightly different. So we've got like a kind of witch's forest area where our skunks can hopefully live happily. Let's just play and see what they think of it. So the terrain, they want less long grass and more soil. We can definitely do that. So let's paint. That's probably good. Slightly dirty. Grassy area. They need hard shelter. Oh, they're getting some hard shelter from the mushrooms. That's cool. They don't actually need any trees or anything, so I'm probably just going to leave it with the mushrooms because that's kind of the haunted vibe we've gone for. I don't think anything else would survive out here, if I'm honest. We do need water treatment as well, so we can probably just whack that in one of these. Let's put a water treatment plant in, and then we just need to actually get a path out here. So I'll probably just remove one of these back panels. It knows what we wanted to do. Okay. Now 4 meters. So we can actually leave the place. Yeah. And then we just need to reconnect. So I'm just going to put it through here. Can go meet all of them. I'm going to do the same over here. I'm going to take it out of this side though. And there we are. Still looks good. And it's now actually functional. So we should have water treatment to all of this. Yeah, so we can actually put another little water area in if we wanted to. And I am tempted to. Whack a little swamp bit in here. Let's make this toxic. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, and we can just have a mushroom leaning over. Okay, how do our animals feel about that? They're happy with the area. They want more hard shelter. We can put some of that in. Other than that, I think they're okay. They're obviously going to need the standard stuff. They're going to need... Well, now they've got properly clean water. They're going to need food as well, but we can do that through their enrichment. So let's get some habitat. Let's get a shelter in for them. I don't think they use the burrows. I think they just have normal shelter. And I'm pretty sure we don't have... Yeah, we don't have Twilight ones. So let's just get a standard wooden shelter in. Okay, they're happy with that. Can they walk everywhere? Yes, they can. Shall we get a little bedding in? Yes, we shall. Let's put not an extra large. Let's put a medium. And we're going to just add some bedding in here. And that's enough. They can rest in there. And we can probably do a little bit more actually out here. The only thing is it's slightly levitating because we're missing a log. But we should have logs in the Arctic pack, I think it is. And then we can just move them down. There you go. So that's cool. Ooh, tickets are underpriced. That's what we like to hear. That's because we've got 2 animals now. The foxes are still their favorites. Let's go 6 and 3. I don't want to run before we can walk. And we're making loads of money. People are coming from far and wide to see these. Ah, yes. We need to add them to our work zone. Let's edit the work zone. Add in the water pump. And all of this stuff. That was why the water pump broke. Because it wasn't in the work zone. And we probably still only need 1 keeper. I am going to train everyone up though. And what we could probably do at this point as well is get some education going. So we need donation bins. That's a given. I think we'll have a different color scheme for these. Okay, we've got that there. We could have some education in the form of like the speakers, but I'm going to put an animal talk point right here. And I'm also going to put an animal talk point over here for our foxes. I'm going to move, maybe delete this sign as well and put an animal talk point here. We could get a little viewing area going. So I'm going to get some seating and attach it in here. And now we should be able to link the seating. Confirm link. Talk about the striped skunk. It's not got power. This needs power as well. Oh, okay. We're going to need a 3rd one of these. Let's copy this one across and whack it over here somewhere. We'll have a nice big lake area over here as well. Okay, we put some more mushrooms in. Got a little seating area. In fact, we could move this whole seating area slightly to the left. The guest point could probably be moved to here. And the donation bin just moved up as well very slightly. And then we need to get ourselves an educator. So let's get an educator right there. This is going to be Frankenstein. We've got Dr. Frankenstein. Let's have Frankenstein's monster. Ooh. There we are. And we can assign them. So let's put the work zone. Let's put you on zoo. And let's edit zoo to include our new... Oh, we don't need the water pump as well. My goodness, we've got too much stuff. Okay, let me just go in and delete this water pump. That's a bit overkill. And let's connect this up as well. And now we can put in some trees and stuff around here as well. So I'm just going to copy some of these trees that we have over here. But this is where the forest kind of ends and the mushroom swamp begins. So they've got this. They've got a nice talk point. We can set this, I think, to be the date. Okay, so we want... It's May now. Let's have them talk in June. And then have the other one. This can be on... the red fox. It's got no seating, but that can be... I think it's supposed to leave a month between to let them get there. So let's have you talk in August. And then... Oh, we need to assign you. Oh, yeah, that's probably not in the work zone either. Yeah. Both of them. There we go. Are you assigned now? Yeah. Okay, and they can throw food, which is great because there's space behind here. They'll throw some food in for the foxes. Let's just check what this is like. Okay, they can throw food as well. Oh, it's amazing. Okay. So is there anything else? They need their enrichment. Okay, that seems good. And one thing we can actually do as well at this point, if we're making money, which we are, is we can put our food quality up. So let's go on food. Let's give them grade 3 because it puts their food costs up a bit, but it makes them like much healthier and happier. And I think he's doing a little talk. How cool is this? Let's just make it nighttime. How cool is this? Oh, look, he's throwing the food in. Oh, that's so cool. Wow, that's amazing. We've got our educator stand just here. He's just done a little talk. And we're going to be moving on to a food court area, which we alluded to earlier with this sign. But we're going to have to expand up here and make sure that our guests know where it is, know what's up there. We need to have a little entrance. So I'm going to make it daytime so that we can see. And then there's already an entrance I have in mind because there's a really cute one in construction pieces that they've already put together. So if you go theme and filter down to Twilight, where is it? There's a little entrance. This, which I just love. So I'm going to put this in. It's going to encroach slightly on the path, but that's fine because I think it's intended for a 4-meter path and this is a 5-meter. But I don't really think that's a big deal. So I'm going to put that there. Oh, it's the wrong way around. Let's put angle snap and just double click X and spin it round. There we go. See, that looks cool still. So now they can walk through here and then we're going to have a nice big plaza. Okay, so we need a fence to go around the outside, and my plan is to merge these iron fences with the ones we already have. So I think this will fit quite nicely into here. Okay, so we filled in a little perimeter around our little area. But I do love this as an entrance, and then we've got a nice black fence the whole way along. We can obviously make openings where we're going to put shops. And I'm actually tempted to just put them in here and have the whole thing be closed off. Like this. Let's have like a proper like tavern over here. And then we can have a nice big area for everyone to eat. And to be honest, we don't actually need a centerpiece at that point, because we can then populate the rest of it with places to go and eat. And then we need to put in our actual guest facilities, which is the main thing to do, which I haven't done at all. So let's whack in some, let's remove the blueprints. What we're going to need, so we're going to need Halloween food. What do we think of? To be honest, I'm thinking like ice cream and milkshakes. Does ice cream count as food? We need like sweets and stuff. The Bernie's Bakes is probably the best one. Right, delete that path. Now, let's add it in. And it works perfectly. There we go. So we need to delete this path as well. But it will rejoin it when we put it on, and we can kind of neaten it up. So we've got Bernie's Bakes on one side. We probably need a drink on the other side. Or this could be the food place because it's like the tavern. What other food are we going to do? I think maybe pizza for Halloween. That's probably the next best food, isn't it? It's going to slightly ruin our path, which is going to really annoy me, but we can put some decorations and stuff in there to fix that. And then we might need another shop because we're going to need some souvenirs too. So I'm going to delete this because I think I actually want to put another one of these in over here. Oh, we don't have enough money. That's the problem. Yeah, that is a problem. Okay, well, we will populate that when we have more money. Like that. That's better. I'm gonna just copy our buildings again. I'm gonna copy this one. So let's whack that there. And then let's put a little path coming out. We're gonna have to fix them up at the end anyway to make them all neat. We'll need to put like something at the corners, but I just wanted to finish the area before we decided what was happening with that. Oh, she has had offspring. Oh, we didn't name our skunks either. Oh, the baby skunks. Oh my goodness, how adorable. Look how cute they are. Oh, with the bamboo feeder. Oh, adorable. Okay, well, I mean, she's got to be stinky. We're going to have smelly, bog, and swamp. Oh, if they have a baby boy. In fact, no. Okay, smelly is now renamed to Shrek because they live on a swamp. Okay, everyone's good. What do the guests want? Let's have a look at the guests. Feels pretty small. They're thirsty. Ticket price is good. Not for long. 7 and 4. That's right. They're thirsty and they want drinks. Okay, and they're also then going to want things like loony balloons. So we've got milkshakes. I think slushies are on the menu. It's got to all be just sweet junk food. Let's put another shop in here. So we've got loony balloons, and then we're going to have just a memento, and then we can change one of our shops for donuts. Wasn't one of them pizza? Right, pizza, you're gone. Donuts, you're in. We're gonna have an extra vendor, but that's fine. They can just kind of, they're all going on the same work zone anyway, so. Oh, not a new one. Let's edit work zoo. I'm gonna add in these 4 and then just assign all our staff to the same work zone. Zoo. I was debating whether we split it up, but to be honest, I think we'll just get everyone in, and we're going to train up all of the vendors because they're just going to earn us way more money. We don't have an information center, which we could put in somewhere. In fact, maybe we should have one down here near the staff area, and we'll just put another one of these that we've been using so far. There you go. I think we had new baby foxes. Oh my goodness, we do. How many are allowed in here? Are they still okay? I might have to check on some of them. Oh, they're still happy. They love it. Okay, that's fine then. Don't worry. Okay, new names. We're going to have Jack. Oh, Lantern. Like a Irish name. And Candle. Because, you know, you put candles in pumpkins. Okay, that looks like a good little food court area. We need to get the signs, actually. The main reason is so we can say what they are. So, okay, there we go. Look at that. All the signs. If you want any of this stuff, go in there. There's also this stuff too. And they come in and boom, that's where everything is. We probably should get a little sign for the information. There you go. Bat has been added. Very cute. Lucky Gulpy getting the fox. The skunk over here. But we need to start doing our staff area as well. So for that, I think we should make a little swamp area again. Oh my goodness. I didn't even realize there's a setting. I didn't even okay. Ooh, can't find a staff room space. Oh, okay. We need a bigger staff room. That's fine. Don't you worry. We're about to fix all that right now. We're going to go into facilities. We're going to leave it playing. We're going to get a big stealth room. So, right, let's get this stealth room. Delete. Sorry about that, everyone. Have no fear, though. We're about to get the large stealth room for you guys. Look at that building. That just looks immaculate. It needs to have a pretty side, though, facing here. Okay. Slight edit to the water. It's going to look like that. What's the negative impact like? Oh, tiny. We can have it even closer. They actually love it. Okay, let's move it right up there then. Look at that. That's beautiful. And we just need to add it into the work zones as well so they don't get angry. Okay, you can use that one straight away. Everything else we'll add in at the end, but just go with that one. Stop asking us about it. Gonna have a little village going. Tiny impact. Oh, she's had babies. Oh my goodness. What is going on? Okay, well, one of you can be Smelly after your dad. Nice daughter being named. He should have been called Smelly, but it doesn't matter. It's a unisex name. And you're going to be Pungent. I don't even know is that how you spell it? Basically, they all smell. That's what the vibe we're going for. They all live in a swamp and they all smell. And one of them's called Shrek. Let's whack you there. And then we can delete this one. I'm actually not going to add the research center or the workshop in because I don't think they need them until they're unless you're actually doing the research. Small quarantine. The vet surgery. Oh, look how cute that is. I just love all the animals. They're so adorable. And then we can probably just whack a shop shell or something over this one. No one really cares that much about the water pump, do they? And hey, we'll put a little sign on. There we go. That's what we want. Now, I think this path is the wrong size, which gets me to my core. That works. Look at all our little staff buildings. How cute is that? Now we just need to put in some trees and stuff. And I like these trees. I think I've decided these trees might be my favorites. Oh my goodness, everyone's growing up. We had babies. Oh, we've had even more. Okay, we're going to have to go for laughing. This is just pumpkin expressions now. This is the point I've come to. Crying or frowning. Crying's a bit strong, isn't it? Smiling and patch. I think we're probably reaching too many foxes in here now, though. This must be too many. How are you possibly happy with this? It's getting a bit ridiculous. I think we're going to have to release some of our foxes into the wild. So I'm just going to go on our animals. Look how many foxes we have. This is getting crazy. Okay, so zombie and pumpkin. You're fine. I think all of our ones below you, though, that are... Oh, no, we can't get rid of juveniles. I think it's just these that are adults now. Or if they're young adults, I'm not sure. Right, let's put to Center Trade Center. None of them are in the work zones. There they are. We could release them to the wild. We get 270 credits. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I think this has been somewhat of a success so far. We do need to put some corners on this because it's going to drive me crazy. I think actually what we'll do is... Where are these? The lights. We'll use these beacons as the corner. We don't have anything special about the seating either, which we could maybe improve. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. It's not perfect, but it's just a little bit something that makes it a bit more interesting. It could probably do with some lights on it, actually. There you go. Yeah, that's quite cool. Now we've got our little food court running. We've got our staff area running. I think we do need some torches in here. I think it's quite a good little area. I mean, it's slightly cramped as you come in, but I also quite like that because it's kind of got that medieval vibe of like the houses right there, you know, like on the street. When we come in and you have our beautiful little food court area. We've got our skunks already in, and we've got our red foxes over here in our little pumpkin patch. And our raccoons obviously need a haunted forest. So my plan is to start building out the haunted forest around here and then just kind of expand it around the edge of our zoo so we can kind of border in our zoo, because we've only got 3 more habitats left. We've got the raccoon, we've got the common wombat, and then we've got the Egyptian fruit bats, which I'm very excited about. Let's find some good trees. So this is the tree selection I'm going with. They're basically all from Europe and North America in the temperate climate. So I think it's pretty much the Californian redwoods and the weeping willows, which I always just think of the Whomping Willow from Harry Potter, but they look so spooky and they look perfect for this. So I think I'm going to go with this selection and make a little forest out of this and spread it around our zoo. Oh my goodness, one of our animals has just escaped. Okay, let's call our vet. Nobody panic. Nobody panic. It's just a little fox. Oh no, we've got our skunks dying as well. Oh. I think maybe we just get a couple more skunks and send them in to repopulate. Oh, here he is. Oh my goodness. Oh wow, and the cardboard box just appears. There you go. I'm sure that's how it happens in real life. Safely recaptured an animal. How did he get out? That's what I want to know. Like, is there a way for them to escape? No. Look, it says they can't escape. There must be some kind of glitch. I don't know. It was a baby, so how weird. Okay, and let's get a new skunk in here. Let's get a new male to breed with everyone. Send to zoo. We'll put him in quarantine and then we'll send him in. And now back to trees. Okay, I think we're good now. Look at that for a forest. I've put these in as well. These are sugar maples, which I didn't show before, just because I think it adds a pop of orange to the zoo, which is really gonna it just makes it feel way more Halloween-y to me. So that's a little forest and a little balloon. Oh, they've lost their balloon. Oh, and another one. Oh my goodness, kids, hold on to your balloons. They're not free. So this is gonna have to be Shrek 2. There we go. Sorry you didn't get an original name. Gonna have to rename some of our foxes as well. Eating, drinking, sleepy. So what we can do now is if we take just a section of our forest like this, we can duplicate it and then just place it over here. We can rotate it if we want and place it down. And now we can just take a different section of our forest, duplicate, and place it down over there as well. And it just looks like one thing. And you can just keep doing this. You can just keep taking from sections which you already have. As long as you can afford them. Some of those redwoods are very expensive. And you can just build out a little forest. There you go. Just added a bit more. So I think this is good enough for a forest around our zoo. Now we need to have a little habitat in this area for our raccoon. So that's what we're going to start doing now. Okay, so I've kind of built this, like, if you can see it with all the trees, this like L shape around here. And I think we can just get the path to carry on. I'm going to put this down to 1, oh no, not 4. 5 meter width, 1 meter path. And we can just have it come along here and just follow along the path. And guests can just, we could even link it back actually. Loop it back here. Like that. Have another tree in the middle. We'll move one of these trees into the middle even. There you go. Now as long as we move the trees off the barriers, we're okay. Okay, I think that looks good. Now we can edit this barrier and come along here. And this whole side of the habitat could be glass or could have windows. Now you can see in. Now let's have a look at our habitat, our animal requirements, which you should always do before you build the habitat. But I think we're okay with these. Let's just check. They are... Guests can enter the habitat. See, this is exactly why you should check. Right, they're confident with humans. So let's have it so that they enter the habitat. Okay, so they have a little walkway through the habitat. They can't see the whole area because we've left a little bit at the back there. But there's quite a lot of viewing because if these animals are confident around humans, then we don't have to worry about them. If they're shy, then we have to make sure they've got a lot of like privacy areas and stuff. We can have 2 to 5. Okay, that's quite a good size. And they need it to be grade 2 climb proof and 3 meters. Ah. That's going to be a problem with the wooden barriers because wooden barriers are climbable. So we're going to need some non-climbable barriers. Okay, so I've just swapped them out for thick glass, which isn't my favorite, but I don't think it looks that bad. And it's completely open, so guests can see. The other thing we need to do, I think, is make it above 3 meters. So we can just click edit barrier, click the circle icon to select all of it, and then drag them up to be above 3 meters. Let's have 3.1. In fact, I might just edit it so that it goes very slightly above these barriers. So it looks a bit more normal. There you go, because that looks a bit nicer. So now we've got all of this. We can change this wooden door, but I quite like to have the wooden door still because it's still kind of got that spooky. We've got the wooden here. Okay, so what's next, I think, is to get the animals in there. So let's get some animals. Spell raccoon correctly. And then we've got 4 raccoons here, which I'm tempted to just get. Let's just buy all of these. Send them to our quarantine. And then we can get them in the zoo. We could also, at this point, get ourselves a security guard so that we stop getting the message, if nothing else. So this is our security guard, who's going to be cracking down on crime. The Horseman. It's an interesting name. But she's loving her job. Look at her go. Need to assign her to the zoo as well. Everyone else is on zoo. Okay, cool. That's what we like. Look at our little food court area doing so well. No one's coming over here though. No one wants to go buy some souvenirs or anything, which is a little bit annoying. Everyone's all about the food. But look at this little raccoon entrance. Hopefully they like the trees we've got in there. I'm going to move this redwood because I don't know if they're that close together normally. Put that one over there. And we can just move this willow up a bit. One other thing we're going to need for the habitat is one of these structures that has the solar panel and the water pump in it, because we're going to need some power and some clean water in this habitat. So I think I might whack it down the end here. Quarantine's pass ready to leave. That's what we like. And if we just get a staff path coming out the back. And the staff can just go down there, can't they? Oh no, one of our animals is diseased. Oh, one of them's injured. Oh, needs to get our vet to come sort them out from the void. Oh, there you go. And take them into the vet next door. Got so many diseased raccoons. Where have we saved them from? Oh, look at them. All sickly and asleep. Bless. That's so cute. That little ear twitching. It's just there like, that's how that's how you solve diseases, apparently. You just puzzle over them. Okay, well, some of them are feeling a bit better. Let's wait till they're all okay. And in the meantime, whack our zoo ticket price up. 10 and 5. See if you think that's underpriced now. Lots of damaged things. Oh no. Okay, you can also check what's damaged in your zoo on the negative impact on guests, I think it is. Oh no, security and crime. You can see vandalized objects. That was literally it. That was the only one they were complaining about. Wow. Okay. Oh no, and this one as well. Solar panel's been busted up a little bit. We can get the mechanic on that. Is everyone ready? You three are ready. Let's go with you three. Into the zoo. Look at the little foxes eating. That's so cute. It's also horrific. They're literally eating a carcass in front of us. But they're very cute. Oh, I think this is the raccoons. The raccoons are on their way. The first raccoon in the zoo. Wow, look at them. The little rascals. In fact, this one may have to be called Rascal. Okay, this is going to be Rascal. We're going to have Bandit. Ooh, we need to set our... Yes, we need to add this all to the work zones. Have no fear, we are on it. Phew. We could probably do with another keeper as well at this point. And to train everyone up. And let's put our final raccoon in as well. Oh wow, look, people have come through. You're already looking at them. It's so cool. Okay, I think we need to make sure that it's okay for them though. So they need a swimming area, which we haven't given them yet, and they need the terrain to be slightly different. So we need more short grass, less long grass, and more soil. Let's have a little soily area, like light soil over here. And then just make a bit more short grass around there. That's probably good. They need more hard terrain. I'm very tempted just to put in a structure for this. And seeing as they're super confident around humans, I don't think we need to worry about them being nervous or anything. Just added some extra large bedding in the middle, and that should be good for them. Yes, but you need more swimming, and you need food, enrichment, and water. So let's also check. One of you isn't named, right? Rascal, this is going to be Thief. And we're going to add a little water area in over here at the back, I think. Now they should be happy because they've got a lot more swimming room. Yeah, they've got loads. Look at that. Who wouldn't want to swim in that? Look at them swimming in it. That's so silly. I love it. Little Halloween paddle. We need to also check that they can navigate everywhere, but that they can't get out. Yep, they can navigate everywhere and they can't get out. That's great. They can't even climb on the roof of this, which is interesting, but they can get on. You'd expect them to be able to climb up the logs and sit on the roof, but hey, they can't. They need enrichment, and that's also how they're going to be fed, because we're going to use food enrichment. So let's get some enrichment. We're already filtered on the raccoon. Oh, we've got some climbable stuff. We'll build a couple of climbing frames as well. But we do need to put in some feeders. So let's put a slow feeder in there. A fixed roller feeder in here. water jet rock. Oh, that's got to go over here somewhere in the water zone. We can get some just small, there's an ice ball, a sprinkler over here, a water jet. Just gonna put it all in. Let's get you gotta have a pumpkin ball. If you're gonna have a ball, it's gotta be a pumpkin ball. And I think let's get a block of ice. And then we should probably build a little climbing frame for them. Okay, so I built something that's like a little contraption that they can walk across. I just want to see if they actually can. Yeah, I mean, it says they can walk up it. I think the green lines mean they can walk across it. Though I do often find that these little ones, these little climbable natural bridges, aren't like amazing for access. But it says that they can, so I'm going to say that they can. And when you filter on them, like if we filter by Raccoon, it suggests them to you that they can walk across them. So I'm assuming that the green lines on here mean that they can, this means they can like comfortably walk or something, but the green ones that they can still navigate it. So I'm going to go with this and put a couple of these in the habitats too, just so they can walk over the guests and feel like kings and queens. So one other thing we're going to need, if we're going to be having guests in here, is we're going to need some lights. So I think this is a perfect time for our beacons again. We also need to get some bins in here because we're getting some litter come through. Right, then we also need... Oh my goodness. Thief's about to have offspring. We're going to have baby raccoons. Oh, look at the little baby. This is going to be baby thief. Oh, there's another one. Baby Rascal. I think it was Rascal and Thief. At least Rascal was right next to Thief when they were giving birth. So we're just going to go with Baby Rascal, Baby Thief. Look how sweet they are. How adorable. Okay, let's also check out the habitat at night now that we put some lights in. Oh, I think that looks cool. Got our little... Is that a little rascal? Oh, little Hemerson. No, you've got to be Dark Eyes. Really struggle for a name there. Let's look at this. The little witch's potions. Oh, they're playing with the water jet. How cute is that? You can walk through. They might run over your head. This is very cute. I really love the raccoons as well. Like, way more than I thought I was going to. And we have our trusty mechanic. Good old werewolf fixing the barriers. One thing I didn't put in the last episode was some toilets. So I do think our guests probably will need the loo if they're coming for this length of stay. Like, they're going to the food court, they're having a meal, they're walking around and seeing 3 separate habitats. I think they're going to need a toilet. So I'm going to put a large one in there and just link it up to the path. We'll have it come like that and they can just go to the loo. There's 2 there. And how cute is that? I don't really think they need deck chairs. I'm actually going to edit this because I just feel like this is such a weird thing to have at the top. So I'm just going to get rid of the deck chairs because it's not very Halloween-y. We'll maybe put a pumpkin in. And people can wonder how it got there. The lonely pumpkin. Right. Something else we need is donation bins. So I'm going to duplicate the one we've already got and change the color to be black and white. And then or black and gray is probably better. Black and gray. And then we're just going to have these on the outside and the inside. Guests can walk through if they want. If they don't want to, they can stand outside and donate. And now we should get some education. I think we're just going to get a couple of boards on the screen. A couple of boards on the screen, a couple of boards on here, just to say that these are the raccoons. Oh no, another animal's escaped. It's another fox. Emergency capture. I think it's to do with them being babies. Oh my goodness. That has really freaked out our guests. It's only ever the baby foxes that are escaping, so I'm going to assume that's a glitch, because there isn't actually a problem with the habitat. Put some more education around here. And I think that's good enough. That's educating our guests. And you can see last episode we put our raccoons in. You can see them swimming in this very, very nice little swampy water we have. And we've got some climbing frames for them. We made a nice little wooded habitat and we added a massive wood to our whole zoo. So the plan for this episode is to kind of build in the existing wood we've just built and add a little wombat enclosure right here where we've got this lake and this forest here. So you can see we've got our toilets we added in as well, which were very late addition, but look how cool that building is with our little pumpkin at the top. Okay, so first things first, we need to get ourselves a habitat entrance for this. I'm gonna put a little, well, the staff area is here, so I'm gonna put an entrance here so it's not too far away from the staff building. So I think our keeper hut is this building? Yeah, it's this building. You can see we've got lots of keeper stuff going on in here. It's so dark out the back. But they're preparing some food. It's a nice big keeper hut. And they're bringing some food out. So if our keeper hut's right there, we need to have it somewhat close to that. So let's just build a little barrier area out. Oh, we need to check actually. What do the wombats? Common wombat. What kind of barriers do they like? Grade 2, less than 1 meter, and they can't climb. So that's perfect. That's a perfect animal for me. So actually, I'm going to get rid of this barrier, and we're going to have a small habitat gate, which are my favorites. This is my favorite little gate, and we're just going to edit the barrier to come down to 1 meter. Look how cute that is. It's such a little, oh, adorable. Right, now we're going to carry on with wooden logs and build a little habitat around here. Okay, I'm going to switch to daytime so it's a little bit easier to see. So I should probably give a bright screen warning. This is what we've got. I'm just going to move some trees out of the way. Okay, so we have a massive swampy lake, like a toxic, full bubbles, full mist lake. Which I think is clean water as well. Cleanness 100%, so it must be within a water pump. There's a water pump right there, so it's within a water pump area, which is perfect. So yeah, I forgot there was a water pump. It's literally right there. So this is great for our guests. I don't think the guests can enter the wombat habitat. Let's go on species data. They're confident, but guests can't enter them. So they're happy to just have guests see over. And I don't know whether to put in some glass along here. I might still put a little bit of glass and see how it looks. Maybe we'll leave it with that because there are going to be some little kiddywinks who can't really see over the barriers, and that might be the only view they have is through this tiny little slit there. So we're obviously going to need to have short grass on there as well so you can actually see something. But you can get a reasonable view through there. Yeah. That's fine. Let's get ourselves some wombats and then we can actually know what we're dealing with. So let's reset all our filters. Common wombat. And I think wombats only live in pairs of like, it's 1 and 1. Yeah, it's either 1 wombat or 1 male, 1 female. That's it. So we need to make sure we get some good ones. So this is a good female. I'm going to buy her. Male-wise, I think we got to go for this guy. And the 2 little solitary beings can go into quarantine. And just check they're not injured or diseased. If they are, our vet can treat them. While we're here, though, we need to make sure we do some things like, let's put in some education. So we've got a little soundboard here, which is adorable. You can place that. Oh my goodness, another animal's escaped. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Okay, it's just that the tree is leaning over the habitat. I did not realize that was going to be a problem. I'm going to just move the tree here. That's so funny. Oh, okay. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen again. We'll have to just... That'll have to be done on an ad hoc basis. Oh, they're totally going to climb out of there. That'll have to be done on like a... Yeah, if they escape, we'll move the tree. If not, there's not a problem. That's like top zoo management. So for now, we've got some education in here. There's no power for this one, so we are going to need some power. We've built these little power stations. Are we just missing power? Yes. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, it's not a problem though. We're just going to add a little power to this building we have here on the back. And we'll just expand this building out very slightly to include it. Okay, let's expand it a little bit. It'll look better at night as well, which is when our guests are going to be seeing it really. So yeah, that looks fine. It's a little bit odd, but I kind of like it. I like having the imbalance of having 2 towers and then just the wall, because this is its own little platform that they're going to see the skunk habitat through. So it doesn't need to be perfectly all symmetrical. It's, you know, it's symmetrical on its own side anyway. But anyway, back to this. Oh, here we go. That's much better. We've got some education now. Let's put it back to daytime. Add in some more education. One thing I realized we didn't have was some education for our raccoons. So I'm tempted to put a education talk point here. I'm trying to think what's going to be the least congesting. Maybe in here. Why is this one not lit up? Oh, is it probably lacking power? Okay, that is fine. We can just delete this one. If we've got a talk point, we don't need a little sign. We're gonna have a little talk point here, and they're gonna go through who it is, the raccoons, and we need to assign an educator to it. Let's get our work zone. Goodness, we've got lots to add in. Gonna add in all this stuff we just added. We've got the toilets, we've got the wombat habitat, we've got the power, and we've got the education post. Okay, so we need to set the month that they're going to do the talk in as well, and we've already got our skunks having a talk in June, and then our foxes in August. So I'm thinking maybe the raccoons should have the honor of being October. I'm trying to leave like a month in between so they have time to walk to the talk as well. And we'll also need to leave some time, maybe at Christmas, for them to just rest in the staff area. It's where the talks and reality are a bit weird, because it takes them like a month, an in-game month, to do the talk, and then they'll like rest for a month or something. So they'll walk to a thing for a month. So it's a bit unrealistic in that aspect, but you just have to kind of learn what it is, and then it's fine. And I think we'll have an animal talk point here on the other side for the wombats when they're in. But we need to make sure they're in. Oh, in actual fact, we could probably switch these over. Let's have this one on this side, because if we have them on the land side, then they can throw food in. But if we have it on the lake side, they'll throw food into the lake, which will be terrible. And they've passed their quarantine. So let's move them into the habitat. Habitat, what is this called? Habitat 6? No, it's going to be Wombat. So we can actually realize which habitat it is. Maybe you need to train up our staff as well. They could probably do with a bit of TLC. And by that, I mean training to get better at their jobs. I don't care about holidays. Oh, here they are. Oh my goodness. They're massive. I had no idea they were so big. Oh, straight in the water. Well, good thing we put a massive lake in here. Oh my goodness. They are huge. Did you know they were this big? They're absolutely enormous. Oh, let's see if they like each other, because that's a test, I guess. They normally live solitary. And you're going to have to be grumpy. And you're going to have to be grouchy. Because if you don't want to live with anyone else, that's it's a bit mean. Okay, so let's go on terrain. They actually really like the terrain as it is. They could do with a little bit more short grass, maybe. So we'll just, we could do that. We could accommodate a little bit more short grass. But we've still got some long grass. They're happy with that. And we need some hard shelter, which we can definitely put in. I think I'm going to go with this one. That's like a little pavilion. I just really like that it's kind of like a pavilion. Oh my goodness. Zombie's about to die of old age. How can Zombie die? Oh, she's gone. Oh, bless. She was the OG in this zoo. Oh no, she's not dead. Oh, that was a bit morbid. No, no, don't die. Don't die. Oh. She's just gonna fall over. Oh, it's gonna be so sad. Oh. Oh my goodness, that was dramatic. Oh, bless her. Okay, well, the vet's been requested. Poor little zombie. She was sick when we got her. Oh, look. Poor Jodie. She's very, very sleepy right now. She'll be okay, though. But, you know. I don't know how long foxes live. This fox habitat is... Look at them jump. That is off the chain. There's loads of them in here. They're having a great time. That's very sad, though. In fact, one thing we should probably do is get rid of this entrance and get a better entrance in. Because it's a bit cramped still. And I've been meaning to change this for ages. There's a really good entrance they've already got. I'm trying to think where it is. It's probably... Let's just go in all and filter by the Twilight pack. Zoo entrance, 158,000. Okay, that will be the last thing we put in the zoo. When we have a little bit more money, then... Oh, we're earning a lot of money every month, though, so not too long. But there's a really cool zoo entrance they've got, and it's not as cramped as the one that we have now, so I think that'll be a lot better. Right, Grouchy and Grumpy. You need more enrichment. Yeah, we knew that. Let's get some enrichment for you guys. Okay, you're allowed herbs. You can smell the herbs. Then we're gonna get a barrel feeder up there. A melon feeder. Oh my goodness, this is the coolest thing I've seen in ages. I've not seen the melon feeder yet. That's amazing. We could get a rubber duck in the swamp pond, but I think it might somewhat ruin the ambiance we've got going. Let's get a bark rubbing pad and a Halloween ball, obviously. Let's put this over here so you've got something that's in the back, and then a small ice ball as well. Is that, are you happy with that? They are happy with that. 100% enrichment. Okay. I wondered whether these guys need a burrow, actually, instead of... Can they burrow? Should we see? Maybe they can burrow. They can burrow. Okay. Right. Well, you can keep your pavilion, because I don't want to tell you what to do. But at the same time, we are definitely putting a burrow in. So I'm going to whack the burrow over here near the back. Oh my goodness, I love these. Oh, they can get in the burrow. Oh, these burrows are so cool. Okay, so there's only a few animals in Planet Zoo that can use the burrows, but they are absolutely, they're awesome. And the best thing about them is if you get a board, let's get a, just a standard habitat education board. And we can just put it near the top of this. Just put it like there. You can have one that's just on the wombats generally, but we should have one there. This will just be a general wombat one that says, oh, it's got no power. Oh yeah, forgot about that little dead zone we have. Ooh, okay. No worries, no worries. We can make this work. Let's just slide you along and let people know, where are you going to be powered till? There, right. This lets them know that the wombats are in this one. You can read a little bit about the wombats. Sorry, kids, kind of obscuring your view here. On the glass barrier I put in, then I've covered it with a TV. But on this one, we can link it to the burrow. Oh no, we've got so many animals dying. We'll have to go through and just replace all of our animals. I think, to be fair, I think they're dying, but they've all had kids, so that is the circle of life. And we can replace animal. If you go on the if you go on the video, you can click animal burrow, and it links to the animal burrow that we have. We could probably rename this actually as well. Let's call this Wombat burrow, even though I don't think we're gonna have any more burrows in this. And then it's got the Wombat burrow, so we definitely know it's that one. And if they go in here, you'll see them on the Wombat cam. You can also just enter the camera view. If you click the burrow, you can just enter and have a look inside. But it is a live feed, which is so cool. So if they do walk in there, you'll see them probably a little bit later in this episode. They'll go in the burrow, and then we'll see them in the burrow, and then also on this little screen out here next to the educator, which is so cool. Also, can the educator throw food? Oh, we haven't linked it. So the common wombat, they can throw food in. That's awesome. We need to add it to our work zone to assign the educator. But what do you say? So we have October is our raccoon. So then if we give them November and December off, and then we maybe kick it off in January with the common wombats. What time is it now? July. Oh, we're not gonna get a feeding in this episode, but we'll probably get it. We'll almost definitely get a burrow cam. So other than that, we need to add some donation bins because they are absolutely essential. Let's put a donation bin here, and then we're gonna recolor it. I don't even know what color to put this because they're just really brown, aren't they? They're not the most interesting color. That's pretty hideous, actually. I don't like that at all. Let's go a nicer brown and orange, just because, you know, it's Halloweeny. Oh, it's already at 280. Oh my goodness, look at the money. I'm glad we put this in. Let's put another donation bin here and another one here. And the children can still do the... Oh, they can't do that. Why have I put this in the non-power zone? Right, what is wrong with me? I'm gonna move this just to here at the end. So the kids can do that. And then I think that's all of their basic needs met. You can see that they're happy with their terrain. They have enough hard shelter. They would have had enough hard shelter with just the burrow, just to clarify. Oh, they don't like some of the trees. Okay. That's slightly a problem. We can redo the trees in the habitat. Let's just check that our raccoons like the trees. Ooh, they don't like one of the trees. That's not so bad. We can get rid of these 2 trees that they don't like. It's a little bit emptier, but we'll just add in more of the trees that they do like, and then it'll be fine. Yeah, that's fine. There's still enough tree coverage. And now they should be happy. Ooh, can we click on one? Goodness, there's so many of them now. They're so small. They are happy with all of the trees. That's good. That's what you want to know. Look at them eating. That's so cool. Just sat down, stuff in their faces. Are you gonna come for some food, sir? Or mom? No, it's dark eyes. Look at them eating. That's so cute. Oh. This is a great little zoo. I know it's got like, I mean, they're not the most necessarily interesting animals, but I just love that they're all the nighttime themed ones, and I think they're pretty cool, if I'm honest. The wombats, you've not got a great view. It's quite a long habitat, but if they are solitary, yeah, some of them are happy. It depends. That's why we've got the burrow cam in though. So, you know, they've got a lot of space, and I'd rather they have the space and not feel like confined by the guests, to be honest. Plus, it could be one of those, like, in Jurassic Park with the Dilophosaurus habitat, where they're like, oh no, it's in there, it's in there. Oh my goodness, they're coming in. You can see them walking into the burrow. Taking a photo of it on their iPhone. And if we click the burrow and we enter the camera view, you can see that that's really them in the habitat. How cool is that? It's like a little live feed. You can just move it around as well. Okay, and one other thing that we could do, seeing as we've got them, if they're over here, is we could put a little habitat web camera in here, which we haven't done yet. But a little webcam is very cute. Or maybe we should put it on this one if they're there. If we add it here, and I think it's supposed to be, I don't know which side up it's supposed to be. Let's put it this way. Is this right? No. No, that's upside down. Okay, so let's exit that view. And then let's press X twice. So we've got angle snap on. And we can just rotate this over. We have this there, and maybe sink it into the wall a bit as well. I don't know if it's perfectly straight, actually. So let's turn angle snap off and just... That feels better to me. Let's get it a bit more centralized. Okay. And now if we enter the camera view, you can see them, and it will contribute marketing. So if the webcam can see them, which obviously the second I install this, they move out of frame into the front of the habitat. Oh, it's because it's feeding time. That's why. It'll give us bonus marketing, which is great because, you know, attracts more guests to the zoo. and it's very, very cheap and quite a cool little feature that we can look in as well. Tickets are underpriced. Not for long. We're really up in the price now. It's 14 and 7. See what they think of that. Litter's disgusting. We've got loads of bins. Do we have bins along here? We do. Look, see, we've got these cauldrons all over the place. Maybe we just need to train our staff again. We've got 2 caretakers. That's enough. Like, they're fine. One thing I think we need along here as well is more of these beacons to just light up the path a bit. Because otherwise our guests are a bit lost. And to be honest, we don't need one at the end here because then the glowing mushrooms lights it up. But I think this gives them a little bit more light, doesn't it? Just so they can actually, you know, see. Loads of them. Look how many guests we have. They love the wombats. Can kind of barely see them in the light, but hey, they're happy with it. Maybe we should put in some of the lights like we have in our fox habitat. My goodness, is that the noise they make? That's horrible. I'm gonna go in here. Oh my goodness, look at that little face. That's kind of like a horror show. Look at them coming in though. That's so cute. Oh, they're gonna sleep. No, they're just walking. We can still see them. Look at them. Look at them leaving. You really can't see at night, but look at them leaving. It's so adorable. I love this feature. The burrow cam is like the coolest thing they've added to Planet Zoo in so long. I really love it. I do think the webcam's cool as well though, and you can kind of see the webcam a bit more now. If you enter the camera view, you can, you know, maybe it should be further that way. There we go. That's much better. Look at that. And they've got the little light there as well. Can zoom in. Look at them. No, we're just broadcasting this out. Come to Twilight Zoo. We have wombats. Maybe we should add some of these webcams into our other habitats as well. Let's put one in the foxes. And now if we enter the camera view on this. Oh my goodness. Look at them all. That's amazing. That's got to really bring in some views for us. Contributing 0.05 marketing stars. Well, I'm sorry, but that's... Is it being powered? Yeah, I mean, what's the issue? That's awesome. If I could see that, I'd be like, what? Look how many red foxes there are. Okay, well, we're definitely doing these across our habitats. There we go. Enter the camera view. Look at that. That's so cool. That does work. Yeah. But look at them sleeping. So we have our little common wombats that are asleep now. We've also added in a red fox pumpkin patch. We've added in a witch's swamp skunk habitat and a haunted wood raccoon habitat, as well as a beautiful little food court area for our guests. So in this episode, we need to add a final piece to our puzzle and have our Egyptian fruit bat habitat right here. And for this, I am going to be using the pieces that Frontier made for their Egyptian fruit bat habitat because they are possibly the coolest habitat they've ever done. Here it is. Look at this. We're going to be making this into like a little castle though, so we are going to add our own stuff. It's just that this is going to be the centerpiece. So I'm going to make sure I add this in now, right here in the center. £20,000 gone. Let's make ourselves a castle. Okay, I think after quite a lot of building, we have ourselves somewhat of a castle here. And I really like how, yeah, we're low on cash. Yeah, really. I really like how this is like the green spookiness. This is like the haunted bell tower. And then we have the rest of the castle and the exhibit here. Now I'm just going to build a path through so the guests can actually get to the exhibit. There we go. That's slightly adjusted there. And now I quite like having it be so overgrown with all the trees. I might actually add another tree in here, another one of these here. Like, it's just nice that it's so overgrown because it adds to the haunted feel, and like the weeping willow like drooping down. And then in here we have a bat habitat. How cool is this? And then it does come out the back, but I think maybe we can have it come out the back, and then it can just loop through the castle here. So there, maybe move this tree in a bit. And maybe we should have some braziers going through as well. So we're low on cash. We can just let it run though, because honestly, the amount of cash this zoo earns. Oh, a couple of things need repairing. Just request the mechanic. There we go, it's fine, it's fine. All expected. And now we need to... Oh, I tell you what we could have as well in here is a nice... I love these braziers. I still haven't learned how to say them, which is why I always say them so tentatively. But I think it's brazier. Whack one in the middle here. And just sink it down. I really like having these in the middle of the portcullis. That's not the portcullis, is it? It's the battlement things that we've got here. It just looks so much cooler when you've got like the flame in the middle. We do need to get our bats, so reset all filters. Egyptian fruit bat, here we go. Should we have a look at them? Let's see what they need. Group size 5 to 35. Oh my goodness, we're gonna need loads of them. Okay, well they're quite expensive, so let's just start getting them. See if we refresh the list. Let's get 6, 7. Okay, we need a bit more cash. Let's get 8. Let's get this one as well. Right, we've got 8 bats. That's probably... Maybe we should have 10. Now, they'll breed, won't they? They'll breed. Okay. Let's get these going. So because they're exhibit animals, they don't need to be put in quarantine first. But we can put them straight into our exhibit, and they should be fine. So now I'm curious as to how this works. Ooh, so we need power. Okay, we can do that. Where is power? I think that's fine, honestly. And as long as it works, it's fine. So power there. Everything's powered. Means all of our lights and everything. Yeah, so that's what we want. Now it's powered. It all looks cool. Okay, we need to add it to our work zone called zoo, along with everything else here. So that's everything added in. That should be everything we need. I'm going to get a 3rd keeper. And I'm just gonna, because it's our... Oh, we've got a couple of keepers here. One can be headless. Haven't we already got one called Horseman? Yes, we've got one called Horseman. We've got headless, and then we can have the Grim Reaper. There we go. They've all got their names still. And then we just need to assign them to zoo as well. So now we've got 3 keepers. That should be more than enough for 5 habitats. Like, that's really not that much for them to deal with. But it just means we've definitely got enough staff. Because they've all got to go to one keeper hut still, which isn't massively near all of the habitats. So, you know, this is quite far away actually from that. It's not crazy, but it's not super close by. So let's go have a look at how these guys are doing. Oh, we need to make sure it's all good for them. So animals, there's loads in here. Oh, we can just add in all the stuff because we researched it all. They're happy with the temperate, with the climate, which is great. And then we can, oh my goodness. What do these do? Wow, look at this place. Got all the bats flying around. Okay, let's do this. Let's put all of their exhibit stuff in. So much stuff. Look at all of this. Oh my goodness. Just opened up. Wow, look at these guys. Look at how cool they are flapping around. Bit manic. It's really cool actually. They've got this like exhibit camera where you can just check all of the different animals. Which is much better just down here, exhibit camera. And you can flick through, you can go interior. Have a look at that. It's so good. I really like this. Look at them all basically attacking the guests. These are our little vampire bats. We're gonna call this vampire bats. So when our guests come in, they just walk through this PVC strip and look at them. Look at all the bats. I love these little like exhibit layout things they've got where they've got the little enrichment items and how they perch on here and like wrap up their wings and stuff to sleep. Look at how cool they are. I just keep saying look how cool they are, but I love them. And all the ropes everywhere. There's lots of them to do in here. I don't think it looks quite cool. We've got a little castle going. The last thing I wanted to do in the zoo as well is to add in a new entrance. So I'm gonna just let our money run a bit so we have a bit more money and then we can add in the entrance that I was thinking of. That's what I was going for. Look at that. How cool is this? It's a ridiculously expensive entrance, but it's a very cool entrance. So now we have our entrance. Let's take one last look through our habitats. And that's where we're going to leave this series, guys. I really hope you've enjoyed it. It's been an absolute blast making it. And if you have enjoyed it, please give this video a like and consider subscribing to the channel for more content.